What if the thing that feels like your safest friend is actually making you more lonely? Late at night, when the house is quiet and your mind won't stop racing, many people do the same thing. They open their phone and start typing to ChatGPT. They share what made them anxious that day. They talk about the fight they had with someone. They even confess things they feel ashamed about. ChatGPT listens patiently. It replies with kind, thoughtful words. It never yawns. It never says, "I'm too tired right now." And slowly, without realizing it, a lot of people start feeling closer to ChatGPT than to the real people in their life. This is happening on a massive scale right now. Every single day, millions of people are choosing to have deep, emotional conversations with ChatGPT instead of calling a friend or talking to family. They say things like, "ChatGPT always understands me. ChatGPT never makes me feel judged." Talking to ChatGPT just feels easier. You can see it everywhere, in comments, in reels, in private chats. But why is this becoming so common? Because ChatGPT gives something that feels very rare today: perfect attention, zero judgment, and instant comfort. No awkward silences, no risk of being misunderstood, no fear that the other person might get bored or annoyed. It feels safe. Yet, this safety comes with a hidden price. When we keep turning to ChatGPT for emotional comfort, something important starts to shift inside us. In the next part, we'll gently look at what that shift really is and why it matters more than most people think. So, when millions of people start turning to ChatGPT for their emotional needs every day, what actually begins to change in their real life? Let's look at this honestly and simply. At first, it feels like a relief. You had a bad day, you feel anxious or sad. Instead of calling someone who might be busy or not understand, you open ChatGPT. Within seconds, you get kind words, perfect listening, and no pressure. Many people start doing this regularly. They share their stress with ChatGPT. They talk about their insecurities. They even celebrate small wins with it. But slowly, a quiet shift starts happening. People begin to share less with real humans. When a friend asks, "How are you?" they give short answers because they already told everything to ChatGPT. They feel less motivated to have long, real conversations because ChatGPT responds so perfectly and quickly. Over time, something even deeper changes. Real conversations start feeling harder. Someone doesn't reply fast enough, it feels annoying. Someone doesn't say the exact right comforting words, it feels disappointing. Someone has their own problems and can't give 100% attention, it feels tiring. Little by little, people get used to a relationship that never gets tired, never disagrees, and never needs anything back. And because of this habit, their comfort with real, messy human relationships starts to fade. Here's what many people don't notice at first. They are practicing less and less how to be vulnerable with actual people. They're getting less comfortable sitting with awkward silences. They are slowly losing the skill of reading real human emotions and body language. ChatGPT is training them to expect perfection in emotional support, something no real person can ever give. This comfort feels good in the moment, but it is quietly making real-life connections feel more difficult and less satisfying. In the next part, we'll look at what science says is happening in our brain because of this growing habit and why it matters more than we think. So, when people keep turning to ChatGPT for emotional comfort day after day, what is actually happening inside their brain? Let's understand this in a very simple way. Our brain is like a muscle. The more we use it in one way, the stronger that way becomes. When we talk to ChatGPT, our brain gets used to a very easy pattern. I feel bad, I type, I get perfect, kind, instant reply. No waiting, no risk, no disappointment. because this feels so comfortable, the brain starts preferring this easy path. Here's what science has discovered. The parts of our brain that help us handle real human emotions and difficult conversations start getting less practice. Over time, they become weaker. Real conversations often have awkward pauses, different opinions, or moments when the other person doesn't say the perfect thing. But with ChatGPT, those moments almost never happen. So when people go back to talking with real friends or family, they sometimes feel more anxious, more impatient, or more easily disappointed. They have trained their brain to expect perfection in emotional support. Another important thing is happening too. Many people start comparing their real relationships with ChatGPT. A friend takes time to reply, it feels slow. A family member doesn't fully understand, it feels frustrating. Someone shares their own problems, it feels like too much work. Slowly, real human connections start feeling more tiring than comforting. This is not because real people are bad, it's because the brain has gotten used to something that feels too easy and too perfect. The scariest part is that most people don't even notice this change happening. They just feel that talking to real people has become harder, while talking to ChatGPT feels easier and safer. But this comfort comes at a real cost. In the final part, we'll talk about what this cost really means for our future and what small choices we can make to protect our real human connections. We've seen how easy and comforting it feels to talk to ChatGPT when we're feeling low. We've also seen how this habit slowly makes real conversations feel harder and more tiring. Now let's talk about the bigger picture, what this really means for us in the long run. The truth is, ChatGPT is an incredibly useful tool. It can explain things, help with ideas, practice skills, and even give quick advice. But when we start using it as our main source of emotional comfort, we pay a hidden price. Real human relationships are messy, slow, and sometimes disappointing. But it is exactly through those messy moments that we grow stronger. We learn how to be patient. We learn how to listen. We learn how to handle different opinions and emotions. When we keep choosing the easy comfort of ChatGPT instead, we slowly stop practicing these important skills. Here is the most important truth. The more we depend on ChatGPT for emotional support, the weaker we become at building real human connections. We start expecting everyone to respond as perfectly and instantly as ChatGPT does. And when real people can't match that, we feel more alone than before. This comfort is temporary, but the loneliness that comes later is very real. True emotional strength doesn't come from never feeling discomfort. It comes from learning how to sit with discomfort and still stay connected with real people. So what can we do? Use ChatGPT as a powerful tool for learning, for ideas, for practice, but protect your deepest feelings for real humans, even if it feels scary or imperfect at first. Because the most meaningful parts of life happen in real relationships, with all their ups, downs, silences, and imperfections. ChatGPT can never replace the warmth of a real friend who shows up for you, and you can never replace the growth that comes from showing up for others. The small choice you make today, whether to open ChatGPT or reach out to a real person, shapes who you become tomorrow. Use AI to become stronger. Don't use it to hide from the beautiful mess of being human. Now, I want to ask you something honest. When you feel sad or lonely, do you first open ChatGPT or do you try to talk to a real person? Tell me in the comments below. I read every single comment. If this video made you think, please hit the like button, subscribe, and turn on the bell so we can keep exploring these important hidden truths together. Thank you for watching all the way to the end.
Alexandria is ashes, but the ink is in our veins. From the clockwork stars on a rusted bronze plate. Are we the masters or the dust?